Ahoy mates, I'm Zolonius and welcome to my dam. I'm very stupid. Incredibly stupid. So, as the title suggests, or it might not, maybe I'm going to mess around with the thumbnail, I don't know nor care. This is a response video for Shadiversity about his YouTube shenanigans. Yeah, let's go with that. As you can probably hear already, this is going to be a very, very low effort video, as yours truly wants to finish it this fucking day, as I have other things to do. A lot of other things, as a matter of fact. I shouldn't even be making this video, but I OCD'd and here we are. So, I have a few opening statements. First, I'm not defending YouTube. It is a shady corporation like every major one on earth. It has an agenda, it has favorites, it has an image to uphold. Welcome to capitalism in the 21st century. See, I'm already doing the bloopers. Well, they are staying in anyway, so YouTube did say all the things that Shad quoted. As a matter of fact, I'm going to not target. Fuck. English is failing me, of course. So I'm going to talk like I'm talking to you, Shad. Okay, I know that it's literally for everyone else, but doesn't care. So, singular second person. I'm not going to question the authenticity. Oh my god. See, this is what preparation helps with. Anyway, so I'm not going to question the authenticity of your statistics. And yes, your channel is literally a million times bigger than mine. You have been doing this content creation business for much longer and you have more experience than me. However, that alone doesn't make one infallible, and as a matter of fact, to me it seems like you like to nerdgasm about tactics and strategies in your videos, yet you failed basic reconnaissance. So this video is going to be about the things that you, in my opinion, have misunderstood about the platform and its algorithm. So let's start it with that. YouTube's modus operandi, the algorithm. YouTube, contrary to popular opinion, is not a video viewing platform. It is a I can occasionally talk. It's an advertisement platform for wealthy corporations that can pay for its services. For every 1,000 views, a corporation pays like 10 or something dollars for YouTube for the ad placements. And considering that there are ads like every 5 minutes, 1.3 minutes, depends on the video, that's a lot of money. We, the viewers, and well, okay, you, the viewers, my dear viewers, all 12 of them, and us, content creators, are not the consumers of this platform. It's the corporations. The viewers are the product. The viewers are of the ads the corporations are paying for, and the content creators are the employees who are making the content that the ads are placed in. That's it. As I said, the consumers are the wealthy corporations, celebrities occasionally, and even more occasionally politicians. See the recent USA elections, for example. So YouTube is also not a reactive platform, aka it's not reacting to its own statistics, it's a proactive platform. What does it mean? First, it checks out the news of the day slash whatever interval they are actually working with. It's either daily though or sub-daily, so it checks news for every 5 hours or something. Depends. Well, it doesn't depend, I just straight out don't know what it is. Anyway, less tangents. So, as I said, it checks the fucking news out, then it's going to predict what topics and video formats will be popular. Videos, according to these factors, let's call them push factors, are going to be pushed. And yes, basically this is gambling. And also this is why your Star Wars video got pushed harder. You uploaded them during the Star Wars Fed when, the freaking Kenobi movie came out. And no, it is not because people were watching more content about it. It was because there was news about it everywhere, and the YouTube algorithm picked that up and decided, okay, today's fad is Star Wars Kenobi movie. I'm going to push videos that are in this category. Not tattoo. Content, there you go. I'm going to push content that is this, concerned with this. That's it. It doesn't care about statistics. Okay, it does kind of care about statistics, but at the start of the day slash whatever interval they are checking the goddamn news with, this is what the freaking algorithm does. Afterwards, it's going to check itself, basically what is getting popular. And it's kind of feedback loop because it's already pushing something else, then it checks if whatever the fuck it pushed is going well, and it usually does because it's the thing it's pushing. Anyway, so it's also going to check the format of the video, as in the length, the theme, and what it's called. Okay, I'm going to say content, but I mean content as in fuck. English is failing me today. See, this is why I usually don't do ad hoc videos like this. Anyway, so it checks a lot of different statistics. None of them are, by the way, in your YouTube statistics. That's literally just for you. Nothing else. And yeah. So, as I said, it's going to check all these and going to make yet another prediction on which videos to push further. Which is basically meaning that it's not going to push videos according to statistics, but instead of this aggregated result. Which means weird stuff like your Boob Armor video getting more views even though it has less impressions than your lightsaber one. Because of course it's going to push the Star Wars content with more impressions, but alas, people are not going to be more interested in it, slash your viewers are not going to be more interested in it. And instead, because of the whole bitching backlash, you got an influx of viewers. More on that later, by the way. So, YouTube algorithm is obviously also affected by Google's brand image and YouTube SEO's views. It also technically is affected by law, though, because YouTube is an international platform, that part is kind of wacky. Like if one country decides, okay, a depiction of cats is illegal in our country now for some fucking reason, then YouTube cannot delete all cat videos. What it can do is suppress videos in that area. Because, by the way, YouTube is taking your location data, or at least your IP address. And it's going to give you content concerning that. Like if you are Hungary, you are going to get Hungarian content, quite fucking obviously. At least in your trending thing. Anyway, back to the goddamn point that I diverged from. So, as I said, YouTube is affected by Google's brand image, the SEO, blah, 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 blah. And it mainly gets its money from Google and secondarily from ad money. Yes, secondarily, and also, yes, every other financial gains they get from other sources is negligible. Totally. They don't even care about it. It's just extra fucking money. So the main two sources, Google itself, Alphabet is paying them a lot just to, stay afloat and to push their goddamn agenda. And they are getting also quite a lot of money from the corporations. So how does it affect the algorithm though? First, the board of YouTube, CEO and the other big head people, agrees on topics of promotion and suppression and communicates it down to the IT, the PR, and the law departments to make changes to the terms of service, the community guidelines, and to the algorithms search functionality. Then they make statements about these changes, like some of which you have actually quoted. The ones they are saying how they are going to rank different things depending on how acceptable they deem it to their own use, yada yada yada. These are your research sources. Then corporations and other entities using or judging over YouTube can also make requests/demands about what content they wish their ads to be shown on. Today, this is usually Alphabet people, SGVs, LGBTQ, BLM, that kind of stuff. And quite logically, similar content that the corporation is doing. Like, car ads on the mechanical themed videos. This makes a feedback loop on the former, by the way. As more corporation push for Alphabet content, then YouTube will obviously pushes it because ad revenue. Then more people are going to consume it because that's what they get, literally. And the corporations are going to notice that, holy shit, people are eating this whole Alphabet thing. Let's double down on it. Rinse and repeat. So, by the way, this whole feedback loop thing is also its own topic. YouTube being the sole video media platform, I can occasionally talk, and also being the subsidiary of the sole browsing engine. Yes, sole. I don't care about the Opera and all the other stuff. They literally just go back to Google and take the search results to you. It's literally just Google plus extra step. All of the other browsers, including Tor, by the way. I think. Okay, Tor might actually be different because they are have access to suppress stuff. Anyways, another goddamn derailment. So, because they are in de facto monopoly, whatever Google is pushing on its end, it's going to be pushed on YouTube as well. Because YouTube is obviously noticing from its algorithm that, oh my god, on Google people are searching for Star Wars Canopy. Then it's going to start pushing. Then Google notices that, oh my god, YouTube is pushing Star Wars Canopy. I'm going to push it even further. And it's going in a circle and a circle and a circle until somebody actually human gets into the loop and just takes it apart. This is why, by the way, trending topics usually can get you a lot of temporary views, as I like to say them. Temporary views and subscriptions. Because, okay, people have checked out your video, maybe even have subscribed because you asked them nicely. But that's going to be it, because if you're not going to get them another topic, another video of the same topic, they obviously not going to watch you. Another derailment, yay. So, another feedback loop, because Google and YouTube are the monopolies of browser engine and video media website thing. Whatever they are pushing is what people are going to consume, because that's what they have in front of them. Of course, the smart people, the high IQ ones, which are what normal people used to be, are going to actually go and search for the things they want to see, but they are a very, very small minority. The majority is either not too smart people or kids/teenagers, youngsters basically, or even fucking babies. Not kidding. YouTube is pushing a lot of content for, well, toddlers basically. Another fucking derailment, yay. So besides that, because most of the consumer base of YouTube is basically going to consume whatever they put on their platter, YouTube is going to notice, oh my god, people are eating the thing that I put out. Let's put out more of the same thing. And people are going to eat more of the same thing. Then YouTube is going to put out even more of it, etc., etc., etc. Once again, as long as there is not a human going in there and putting a wrench in it, this is going to feedback loop itself forever. Anywho, speaking of younger people, so the older YouTubers might have noticed that since their explosion, let's go with that, in 5-7 years, things have changed. A lot of things have changed, and either they changed with them or they noticed that their viewership have went considerably down in the last 1 or 2 years, maybe 3. Not necessarily gradually, maybe it was big spikes of fuck you, but the fuck you happened nonetheless. That is because the younger generation is literally made to consume the content YouTube has started to put out. Basically, they are interested in those weird YouTube influencers, the blogs posts, the drama videos, etc. Because that is what they grown up on. Which is, by the way, why, dear Shadiversity, your video on, well, you said that it's the Mickey Mouse what is making our kids, well, alphabet people. But to be perfectly honest, it's literally every goddamn media. YouTube also. And guess what? There is a lot of kids in their either under 10 or in their teens that have been brought up by YouTube and its wicked sense of morals. And now they like this disgusting YouTube influencer thing for some goddamn reason. Okay, the reason is because they grew up with it, but yeah. Brain works. Speech nice. God damn it. Anyway. Oh my god, I'm talking for 20 goddamn minutes. Okay, 1 hour video coming. So yeah, also the changing of push factors kinda puts a stop to the feedback loops. So eventually things change, like the Star Wars thing died out in a week or so, though you can still kinda milk something out of it. But yeah. Also, this is the reason why the trending page is usually the same 5 categories of content. By the way, these 5 categories of content contain 5 very bright buttons on the top. If you click on, you are going to get content relating to that. And one of those big buttons is gaming, Mr. Shadiversity. You know, the thing you said YouTube is kind of suppressing, trying to sweep it under the rug, like it doesn't exist. Like the majority of content is not made from gaming. That's why it has a goddamn button that you can just search for with. Yeah, that claim of yours is on very, very shaky legs. Especially because even though you just said that, 20% of the first 10 results of your very own trending page was gaming videos. Like the third was FNAF, and the 8th was Minecraft. Like, what the hell, dude? Actually, okay, let's go with that. Let's go continue on the things that, in my opinion, you have claimed are wrong. So, disclaimer, I haven't watched all the 3 hours of your recent video. I have a life, at least I tell myself that on the lonely nights. I'm going to draw the line on 1 hour of content, and I'm not gonna lie, I actually watched it on twice the speed. So I'm not going to talk about everything you said on the video, and technically it might have been already solved, since you actually read some of the super chats, and maybe there was some smart people in there, maybe. Anyway, so the first thing that caught my eye was you saying that YouTube is pushing on an agenda in their trending, which, okay, it is technically true, but keep in mind that trending is not much used by the viewers, as they kind of grown wary of it. And B, it's not a personalized trending, it's your regional news feed, basically. They are going to show you stuff that is within your country. Like for me, it's the political debacle, as Borban Zsigdor decided that, okay, we couldn't reduce the electricity bills and water bills and such, so we are actually going to increase it now. Let's see how that works. And yeah, outrage. Another goddamn divergence. Yay. So that's what I would see on my trend. I hope. I'm actually recording the voiceover on a different time than I'm going to make the visuals for it, so please keep that in mind. And going back to the topic, the trending on your end is probably going to be something a bit more global, like, you know, Minecraft videos and the FNAF video from Game Theory, I think. I don't remember correctly. No, I don't think I remember correctly, but I might. Mystery, yay. So, what is your personalized feed is on the homepage, which, by the way, is where most people are searching for videos on YouTube. It's literally what is getting into their face, and guess what? Average viewer is like a goldfish. It's going to see the thing in front of it, it's going to click. It's not going to go and, there is a trending page which is actually have been remained to exploration. I'm going to click that and see what it's going to. No. Also, they are kind of forgetting their notifications as well. Like, people who bitch about thing not showing up their notifications is usually because they have like 20 plus notifications. Usually. Sometimes it just doesn't work. It is actually a feature that YouTube has, I think, addressed that is kind of fucky. Don't remember, not going to check. But basically because it's doing the notifications for 4 billion people, it gets fucky. It gets overloaded. So don't have much notifications. Get notifications for like 3 people at most, and then you are going to receive it. usually. I'm going to address the suppression thing later. So, your personalized feed is not going to contain YouTube's agenda unless you are a new user. In case you are a new user, obviously it's going to show the trending things basically on the homepage as well. However, if you have been on YouTube for long, you have consumed videos for long, then you are going to see videos that you either have watched already or videos from the same guy you have watched. Obviously, your subscriptions, yes, they show up, don't lie. Okay, some of them might not show up, but it depends on the video. Like, for example, your 3 hour long video I haven't watched until next day, I think. Let me check when the hell you actually released that. You released it supposedly 11 hours. Okay, that is today, though I was at sleep that time. Okay. In that case, never mind. So, normally I would not have watched your 3 hour long video, but let's just say after the free bitching video, I wanted some munition. Yeah. Back to topic. So, that I would normally wouldn't watch. Also, I have a video from OSP, obviously sarcastic productions, what was also very fucking long, and I don't watch those at all. And because of this, YouTube has actually learned I'm not going to watch hour-long videos from these kind of guys, and they don't show up in my goddamn feed. I think that's a feature that I'm actually kind of happy with because it's not messing up my feed. Instead, in my feed, I see the stuff that I'm actually interested in, though I say that first, I usually just mouse over them, and you know, if they are short, I'm actually watching them on the feed. I'm not going to click on them if they are like 1 minute long. I'm just watching it without voice if it's not really part of the video. Usually the animation videos. Anywho, what the hell I was talking about? I'm an airhead, by the way. Oh yeah, so going for trending is not really useful. As I said, people are usually not watching it. What people watch trending are either the kids, new users who are just checking out the goddamn website, or, and now get on your pants, because the third, and I think the biggest people who watch trending videos are content creators trying to get on the trending page because they think it's worthwhile. It's not. Okay, if you're a small content creator, okay, then it's going to be worthwhile because you might get a few thousand clicks. Otherwise, you're just going to get bragging rights. Like, as you actually said, Mr. Shadiversity, you had videos that do better than videos on the trending page. Which means getting on the trending page is not that good of a deal. Like, check the same videos out a day or two later after they appeared on the trending pages, you are going to see that no, they didn't get that much. Well, okay, depends. Sometimes the statistical irregularities happen. It happens. Also, trending videos have the tendency to be featuring, well, videos that are doing well, like YouTube videos. For example, depending on when I'm going to make this video, well, the visuals for it, Slipknot had its multiple million views music video out. Obviously, that's going to have a lot of difference between getting out and hitting trending immediately the next day when people actually have watched it. So yeah, basically, if you hit trending as a mediocre or small YouTuber, okay, small YouTuber, once again, you might get the first few thousand views for that. But still, if you are mediocre, like Mr. Shad here, that's not going to do much for you. Maybe the bragging rights, if you are concerned about those. Now, next topic, videos being taken down after explode on trending. Which I'm going to call bullcrap on, because there are videos on trending that are 2 weeks old, even though the main push on videos happen after the first 2 days, usually. Not after, during the first 2 days. Afterwards, it's basically nature that's the whole thing. Algorithm is not going to help you after the first 2 days. So how the ever living hell you have 2 week old videos in there? Also, there are occasions when videos, especially music videos, stay on trending for multiple days. So once again, Shad, how is that going to happen if they are immediately taken down after explosion? Nah. So next thing, yes, the YouTube influencers being promoted over others, which I'm going to call bullshit on, because no, they are not getting promoted over everyone else. They are getting promoted over other small and mediocre channels, and they are most definitely not going to get promoted over brown-nosing folks and actual celebrities. The first group, brown-nosing folks, are obviously protected because they are brown-nosing. They are doing a quite thorough analingus to YouTube, and in return, YouTube is well, protecting them from itself. This is the reason why some channels who, I don't know, maybe make news about some spicy things don't get demonetized / deleted from the platform, while smaller channels doing the exact same thing do. You might have noticed this yourself, by the way. The second group, the proper celebrities coming from other media, like, TV, movies, stuff like that, are obviously not getting suppressed by influencers because, well, they're celebrities. They are bringing their goddamn fan base, aka easy money for YouTube. Though, depending on circumstances, these celebrities might not enjoy the same protection as brown nosing, because with brown nosing people, there is a positive communication between them and YouTube. However, with celebrities that might not happen, because celebrities are their own thing and they might not view YouTube as the god entity of all. So they might not going to push their stupid agenda, and thus YouTube might shun them. Just saying. Also, on that note, YouTube content ranking, same deal. Blah. Yes, they do that. They also have Daddy Google to please and a cavalcade of corporations to cater their ad placement for. So going on a crusade to villainize YouTube using this argument is kind of childish, if you ask me. Let me tell you why. So basically what is happening with this, the content ranking, is how corporations work, especially in marketing. They have a product, in this case the ad placement, which needs to be in accordance with HQ's decisions and the consumers demand. And this consumer, obviously, are the corporations paying the ad revenue. If the board is unhappy with what is shown on the platform due to personal reasons, aka the CEO wants more gay people on it because reasons, they obviously going to change it because it's the fucking CEO. What the hell else they should do? Corporation. It's literally tyranny plus capitalism. Anyway, Also, they need to basically juggle high viewership and other advertisement friendly content with both hands, because well, that's what their secondary revenue is from, ad money. So if the advertisers are going, I don't want my ad to be on gun channels because I am against guns, says, I don't know, Shauma, for example. Okay, they are going to have Shauma and possibly 10 other large corporations paying big bucks for their ad revenue. So obviously YouTube needs to fucking change that. Otherwise, they are going to just throw money away. And they are already throwing money away because they need to do this. Because even if they get more viewers from having a more healthier content creation environment, they are going to lose out on the corporations paying that revenue. So yeah. I think I said the same thing 3 times after each other with slightly different wording. I am smart. Anyway, so basically, this is how corporations work. Okay? It's soulless, yes. It's amoral, yes. They are not evil, though. They are not malicious. Also, paradigm change. Please. The viewers are not the customers. Not anymore. And I think they weren't the customers from the get-go. Nor they are the content creators. It's the advertisers, again, who pay the actual money. So, bitching about the viewer unfriendly system / content creator unfriendly system is futile. You are not given a damn about. It's the ad people. So your best bet is to go back for Shama. Please let me have gun content on my YouTube, or knife. The K is not silent. That K wants to be spelled. Yes. Now English, motherfuckers. It's so good that I'm not monetized, by the way. Swearing like a sailor is really not advertiser friendly. Let's go on before I get onto another tangent. So, YouTube blocking and suppressing borderline content. Oh yes, so they kinda do it, indeed. They also not doing it. At least not in the way you are presenting it to the people. Like, in the case of gun channels, one would think that after your verbal abusement of, well, YouTube, they should be doing a literal jihad against the gun tubers, and doing that kind of content would be a basically death sentence with a timer on it that eventually runs out. And yeah, it's not that. There are very big gun tubers, and indeed some of them had a very close grip of YouTube on their nice puffy ass cheeks near the hole. But guess what? They not just survive, they are still big. They get okay views. I'm not going to say they are doing better or doing the same. Obviously, they have been affected, but they still exist. They are not deleted. They are there. Yada yada yada. So, where the hell I am? Basically, if YouTube wanted to go full on jihad on these guys, it would just say no guns allowed and shut down every goddamn YouTuber that is doing that content or had done that content previously. So, for example, Scalagrim is usually doing medieval and later melee weaponry, but he occasionally does gun stuff, and the YouTube can go, haha, you do it once, you are heretic, you burn on the stake, haha, and delete his channel entirely. They can do it. There is nothing stopping them. There is no law protecting you from YouTube deleting your ass. And that can be said to every content on earth. You are actually not their employee. employees, yes. You are not their employees, dear content creators. You are in this kind of weird relationship with them being your service providers, and the services being a platform on which you can show your thing. But even though they are the ones paying you for it, it's not an actual job contact, at least legally speaking. Another goddamn tangent. Yeah. Have I been talking to? Yes, 40 minutes, and I'm on the second page. 1 hour video, here we go. So, as I said, they can literally delete all this content they don't want and still have enough content creators to provide for the, advertisement. But it doesn't happen in the big ones, even after a skirmish, are still existing in the considerably the same capacity. Small gun tubers, okay, their life expectancy is indeed debatable. There are reports of small gun tubers just vanishing all of a sudden, and YouTube not giving a damn about their pleas of, can I get my livelihood back, please? But these are infrequent. Well, at least it's not happening in the frequency that all these doomsayers are projecting it to be. It happens, it's sad when it happens, but it's infrequent. Also, it's usually either the very small or the small to medium sized ones, which are actually fitting into a niche, because if I want to check on a weapon that is either unpopular or weird or unknown, I'm not going to go for the big channels because they are doing like AK reviews, Glock reviews, AR-15 of a different manufacturer for the 16th fucking time reviews. Whilst ASVAL shooting video is done by random people uploading declassified Russian military footage. Okay, declassified is a wrong term. Stolen military footage. In the Russians' case, at least. Anywho, so if you are a gun tuber and starting out, don't worry too much about it. Yes, they can Damocles sword on your ass anytime without any notice, but it's like, getting hit by a bus. It can happen, but there are odds. Anywho, yeah, by the way, you might also want to make a distinction between actual goddamn suppression and favoritism. So, YouTube, as you might noticed, have recently changed their previews to be twice as bigger as previously, to make the thumbnails more visible, and thus less videos are being shown on the front page because twice as big previews. Duh! Because of this, there are obviously less impressions to give out because people are not going to scroll down infinitely. And because of this, YouTube is obviously pushing the content it deems more in line with their push factors. The thing that we have previously discussed. The predictions. This, from your end, is going to look like that you are losing views, and okay, it's not going to look like you are losing views. You are going to lose views because of this, but it's not you being suppressed, it's the other content being favored instead. One of them is a positive and the other one is the negative. You are saying the negative, mostly it's just the positive happening. From your point of view, it doesn't fucking matter, obviously. You are going to get less views, that's where your revenue is coming from, so you are pretty much upset with this. You want it to change? Very good, but please have at least a little bit. Well, not faith, because you can actually just check this. So, smart, I guess, to check on what you are saying. Because What is happening is favoritism. If suppression would happen, you would not notice less views. You notice your account being not available anymore, or you getting actually suspended. You know, like what actually happened to the during the war videos when the Russo-Ukrainian war started to happen, and obviously there were still YouTube videos coming from the wrong end of the war. And they obviously get suppressed. They didn't get shown even if you literally search for them, yada yada yada. And also, yes, indeed, sometimes this happens to actual content creators who are doing the wrong content according to YouTube. That one is very rare though. It happens, and because YouTube is very big, 4 billion of people, there are going to be a lot of reports, but statistics, folks. Just because it happens a lot, it doesn't mean that it's highly likely to happen. It's just that the half of the fucking world is on YouTube. So, what else? Oh yeah, last but not least, about the suppression and the favoritism and all the other things that like talking, Zoltan, can you do it just for a bit, please? So, besides all this favoritism and all the like, there is also another factor that is going to reduce your views, namely that you kind of dig your own grave. How did you do that? Easy. During the lockdown, new channels popped up like mushrooms after rain. Like a lot of them. And of course, in your benevolence, you decided to show them on your in your videos. Shout out for them. You know, the like. And people have found them and started watching them. And guess what? People have limited time. If you have 6 videos in your sub feed, but you have only time for 3 of them, you are not going to watch the other 3, quite obviously. And after it happened for quite a lot of time, it was 2 goddamn years, the market has saturated, basically. So there are more content creators providing for basically the same amount of people. And even after lockdown, when folks started to touch grass again, obviously views went down, and because the remaining viewers were obviously lost. My brain doesn't work. Yay. Spread out amongst the remaining content creators, of which there are many. Especially because after you become a content creator, you don't really want to go back to work in a factory. Just saying. So yeah, there is less use because literally there is more supply for the same demand. Basic economics. Last but not least, your claim, your very evil claim of YouTube having back-end dealings to push content from people who pay them big money. And no, they are actually pretty open about this. They are not back-end deals, they are front-end deals. If you want, have the money, you can tell YouTube that, please, I'm going to release this movie. Could you have your content regarding this topic be pushed real fucking hard? Here, $1 million and a blowjob. And they are going to take the blowjob. Obviously. They are a corporation, for fuck's sake. They are not against their own goddamn interests. And they don't even need to be shady about it. YouTube is an advertisement platform. Get it in your head. Yes, it's a very bad thing. It's very sad that it happened. Have sad feelings. Have emotional breakdown. Yes, but it happened. Its main purpose is to show adverts of big corporations, wealthy people, and celebrities to your face. You are a product for them. Get that in your head, please. also get in your head that doing this is illegal for them. Okay. So after this very depressing and quite lethargic note, let's go on and talk about how we could well, fix these things. Once again, I only watched 1 hour of your video. You may have brought up more points. Don't care. 3 hour long video, dude. I know it was a streaming, but come the fuck on. I'm not watching that. You are not watching that. You haven't even edited. Okay. No, it was a stream. It haven't been edited. So, to have a little bit of a brighter note, let's talk about what can be, well, helped. So, first of all, diversification. Even YouTube is saying that diversification is a good thing, that they are pushing it and they are expecting you to be diverse in your content. No! They are lying to you. That's the most obvious two-faced fucking lie ever. No, don't fucking diversify. Let me tell you why. YouTube is running on an algorithm, a machine, an AI. The AI is a thing that is not really, the word starts with the D. Fuck my English. It's static. It has a set factor that it's going to check, and that's it. There is no human component in the algorithm, okay? If the algorithm cannot figure you the fuck out, it's not going to push you, or it's going to push you in weird ways, like showing up in random unrelated videos, which, as you might have noticed, happen a lot. Because people are fucking up their portfolio, basically. For YouTube, not just checks your videos themselves, it is checking your channel. And there was multiple people doing basically tutorial video, not tutorial videos, tutorial courses for how to be a YouTube personality. And they are saying that it doesn't fucking matter how what is your content as long as it's engaging, yada yada yada, all the same bullshit that YouTube is telling them. No. There are examples when random people have went from a few thousand views to a million or so in a matter of days because they started to make content that YouTube actually started to push. That gives them a starting point too. That is not indicative that if they are going to go back to their own shit afterwards, they are not going to lose those views immediately. No. What you need to do is try to keep your video formats the same. And no, format is not how you present it or the like. It's basically, is it a review video? Is it a confrontational video? Is it a reply video? Is it an educational video? Yada yada yada. So basically, for an actual example, let's go for an example. You, Mr. Shadiversity, in the last month have made a few bitching videos, 3 of them. Video game reviews, what's it called? Let me check. The Dragon's Dogma, for example. You also did the video game combat animation thing, which YouTube is going to take as a goddamn review for some reason. At least that's what I noticed when I was checking out gaming videos, gaming reviews. That's what popped in my feed. So take it with a big chunk of salt, though. It's personal experience, the thing that I usually don't rely on. But here we are, I guess. So yeah, there was video game reviews, movie reviews, the autopsy videos, the history educational videos, the medicine one or the castle one that you bitched about that it didn't work like. what if videos like the dinosaur or the Hobbit one. Was it the Hobbit one? Yes, it was the Hobbit one. You also did the ranking video with the lightsaber. You also did a shameless self-promotion, aka your I'm building my first castle. By the way, I'm not bitching it. Kudos to you for building your castle, but Shadlands, that's what the goddamn channel is for, dude. Anyway, you also did reply videos and you also did a confrontational video. Confrontational as in, you went and called something a scam. Your Kamikoto knife review, basically. Which is a review, kinda, but it's a confrontational video. When you put scam in the thumbnail, it's going into that category. Usually. Anyway. So, in this case, the machine is going to beep boop, fuck you, I'm overload. And it's not going to push your videos, or at least not in the proper channels. It's going to end up, I don't know, someone's cooking channel because medieval medicine, drinking piss, ooh la la. It was a yellow thing in a vial, maybe with a cocktail mixing video next to it. That kind of thing is going to happen when you don't have a streamlined video format. So, in comparison, there is Brandon Herrera, gun YouTuber, whose content should be suppressed. He should be deleted 3 times a day, and his little buttocks be imperforated. Let's go with just perforated by a big YouTube dick. Yet he's constantly making videos with more than 600,000 views. And he only does gun reviews, gun meme reviews, and gun news reviews. That's it. He occasionally breaks the flow with something new, but those videos are quite infrequent, and because of that, the algorithm can basically categorize his channel and send the impressions to the right places. Like in the Kentucky Ballistics video, I always, one of them starts with an O, one of them starts with an A, but all of them are pronounced O. English, people, English. I'm losing sanity here. By the way, I'm not going to cut this. I'm at 57 minutes in, and I'm not going to cut a single thing out of this video because I want to finish it this day. Please let me. Anyway, so YouTube was able to categorize his channel and send it to the proper channels under Kentucky Ballistics video, under Ian McCallum videos, under the people who are subscribed to him newsfeed, yada yada yada. Basically, the overall theme, in your case, medieval history, fantasy, the like, is important, of course. It's what gives your viewers a thing to latch on. However, the algorithm needs the formats to be, well, semi-uniform at least. So, I recommend that you take 3, like maybe fight scene autopsies, the response videos, because you like YouTube drama for some goddamn reason. I wanted to make a note on something, but I realized that YouTube is probably going to go after my ass anyway, and you might just latch on to it. I'm not going to give you munitions, so I'm not going to say anything. It was about your religion, by the way. Anywho, at least I'm honest. So, take, for example, the fight scene autopsies, the response videos, and the game reviews, for example, and do that for a month or 2 months. I don't know how often you are going to upload after this whole debacle, but try to do that, and let's see if they are going to get better views, at least gradually. Because currently with like 8+ video formats that you are doing on the same channel, I don't think that's going to work out in the algorithm's favor. It's obviously going to be good for your viewers, but once again, repeat after me, the viewers are not the consumers. It's the corporations paying the ad revenue. So if you want views, you want to be with the system, do as the system wants. Anywho, another thing you want to do is proper thumbnails and titles. So you need a big, easy to see face on every thumbnail, bright colors. So basically your black background should get the hell out. Replace it with, I don't know, space, somebody's colon inspection, I don't care, something bright, colorful, easy to get attention, at least in your current viewer count. If you are going to grow like 30 million subscribers with millions of views each goddamn video, then maybe you can get away with black backgrounds, because on that case you are literally just Coca-Cola. You are using your fame basically to get enough views to get by on. But you are not there now, are you? So get those black backgrounds out of there. Also, no more than 3 or 4 props. Make it simple. If there is a lot of going on the picture, it's bad. So if you take a picture from of your backyard, not backyard, so don't start get them tongue twister in the middle of the video, well, end of the video. So yeah, make it simple, easy to see. Don't have actual IRL backgrounds. Have something, have a color or multiple colors. Also, this means characters, so props or characters. If you have, I don't know, your employees on the picture, then don't have them have like, you know, a bazooka in one hand and a claymore in the other. Well, at least if you are also going to have a bazooka in the hand and claymore in the other. The more things is on the picture, the less the algorithm is going to understand it. Yes, it's going to be a goddamn ugly as fuck thumbnail. People might not want to actually click on it, but they will, because most of the people are actually stupid and they click on bright colors. And the people already following you, who know you, are going to watch your videos any goddamn way because they are interested in your content. Also, speaking of that, people who are bitching of not seeing Shad's content in their feed, click on subscriptions. It's all there. Don't lie to me. It's all there. I also have around 70 subscriptions. Let's check real quick. Never mind, I have over 100. So yeah, I have over 100 subscriptions. Yet every video all of them are putting out is in there. Even though I have like bunch of gun tubers and medieval enthusiasts and, you know, people who are supposedly suppressed. It's all in the goddamn subscriptions tab. Check it out, for fuck's sake. It's not a argument that YouTube hasn't pushed it into your face or didn't give you the notification. If you are actually interested in the guy's content, check his fucking page. It's not that hard. Or at least the subscriptions tab, because once again, it's going to appear there. Though if you have actual video proof of video being out, but subscriptions not showing it, please, I'm all eyes and ears. I'm an elder god. Another tangent, yeah? Hey, don't worry, we are going to finish soon. Also, if you are going to have in your thumbnail a text, make it different from the title. Also, please have it very short. Yes, short. You don't want to write a goddamn poem in there. Like, not even a whole sentence. 3 to 5 words maximum. Otherwise, people might not just read it. Yeah. Speaking of titles, should be 4 to 6 words maximum. Numbers and conjunctives, you know, to, a, for, words connecting other words, don't count. So don't worry about those. Don't spam them either. It also needs to be either a question or have number in it, like, you know, top 10 lightsabers or 7 reasons you should love boob armor. Actually, the latter would be quite good because it evokes an emotion, love in this case. Those also work pretty goddamn well. And if it's a question, it should be answered throughout the video, and the thumbnail shouldn't freaking give it away. Like your Choppy Choppy video. Choppy Choppy is a very bad title. It doesn't say anything, it's just stupid. And even though people are stupid, they're not that stupid. It's not putting in a question. A question in that case should be can you build a sword guillotine, or best okay, maybe best execution device would be a pretty bad title, because that can get you deleted. Deletus ilitus. But no, there are people who have executioner in their title anyway. Like, I think you actually had it with when you were talking about executioner swords. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. But maybe you could have executioner in the title, and then best executioner sword in world, maybe, and have the guillotine first in a colorful background instead of your backyard, and have it blacked out with a question mark in it. Then people are not going to know what the hell it is, and they are just going to see your head under some weird device. Then immediately they are going to see the thingamajig. Though you could have made that video better if showing a little bit of the building process. Actually, not a little bit. Literally just make a speed building process before it. So people are going to need to watch at least a few minutes in. And because there is going to be things happening very fast, you are also going to follow the change the picture every 10 seconds rule. Yeah. And after that, get to the sword guillotine and checking the sword guillotine. Or maybe not... the question shouldn't be even the sword guillotine, but the capabilities of sword guillotine, maybe. Anyway. Another tangent. Fuck. I'm also sweating as hell because I cannot have the fan on now. And it has been a goddamn hour in the middle of a heat wave. Look how much I'm suffering for you, Mr. Shadman. And I'm doing it for your own good. Praise me. Send me cookies. Okay. Title done. Thumbnail done. Choppy choppy. No. Oh, by the way, yes. The thumbnails that is going to be pushed by the algorithm is going to be very fucking boring. Like, you know, the very thing I just described to you. Obviously. But once again, people interested in your content are going to watch it, especially if it's not an hour long. And people are not interested in your... okay, that's a bad thingamajig. People not knowing you are going to click on it because, oh, bright colors, oh, question mark, oh, nice question in the title, I'm going to check it out just a few minutes in. And that's how you reel in people, at least according to the algorithm. I will need to drink after this, like a gallon or so. Anyway, Let's go on. So, last thing that I think you could benefit from is building a community. Like, you are currently experiencing an influx due to the increased communication with your fan base, due to your bitching. Yes, bitching. And also because you have started to doing live streams when you are actually, communicating with your fellow men and women and everything in between. Anywho, so because of this, these people have started to basically do free marketing for you. They have shared, they have talked about you, yada yada yada. They checked out more of your videos. They actually checked out the videos they have missed because they haven't checked their goddamn subscription thing. Once again, if you have actual proof of it not appearing in your subscription feed, please tell me. Otherwise, die. Also, as a matter of fact, do your fellow followers a favor and tell them to like, subscribe, check their subscription box, click the bell icon, do the website thing that you have just done, which, if I remember correctly, is going to give people notifications when you have a video uploaded. At least that's what I remember from your video. That was 3 fucking hours long! Ah! Anywho, where was I? Oh yeah, so do more live streams, engage with your fan base more, tell them to do the subscribing, to tell them to do the liking, to the sharing, maybe tell them even to check out your Patreon if they feel generous to give you their bucks and buttocks. Yes. And yes, I know this is going to make you suffer emotional and physical pain at the same time, but you have to do it. That's how communication works. You have to tell the people you want them to do. Also, the algorithm is obviously going to pick on that. If you have those words said in the video, it's going to push it because it's going to notice that you are trying to communicate. So do communicate, dude. Also, on your Discord, be on your goddamn Discord, dude. Like, don't just lurk in there or occasionally put the emojis after reacting to somebody. Go there and talk, and don't just talk like a sentence or two. Engage your goddamn fan base. Like, you are doing these. I'm just going to go and check it out. So you are doing these writer submissions, whatever else was it called, the currently, no, it was a month ago, there was a Hunger Games shenanigans for whatever the hell, yada yada yada, community stuff that is done by your community with your absence. So don't be absent, go there, make the participation price, so to speak, for these events, that you are there and they can communicate with you. That is a very strong incentive for people to do your bidding because they like you, at least your fans that are actually going to your Discord. They like you, unless they are trolls, in which case they like you, they just don't want to admit it. Go and talk to them a lot. So yeah, besides the videos, do the live streaming, do the communication, do the shameless self-promotion, I guess. That way, you might just get noticed by algorithms and by. So, on the last note, to make it even more depressing, YouTube is not going to change. It currently balances advertiser friendliness with high viewership quite well, so even if it's on the expense of both the viewer and the content creators, they can get away with it, and they are going to remain as they are indefinitely. As long as there are no alternatives. And guess what? If suddenly there is an alternative coming up, like the you choppy inka poor culture. Okay, I don't remember. remember that it starts with you. The very thing you said in the video. If it's going to get traction and people start to get there, guess what? Google Senpai is going to get to the scene and actually suppress it on the browser. People are not going to be able to search for it. So yeah, there is not going to be any alternatives to YouTube for the foreseeable future, to be perfectly honest. As long as there is YouTube, there is not going to be an alternative for it. Sadly, that ship sailed long time ago. To be perfectly honest, even before the acquisition of Alphabet over YouTube, even before that, I would say that YouTube wouldn't have an alternative. Simply because it has become this monolithic entity that it's now. It's the sole media website provider thingamajig. Video media. When you want to watch a video or share a video or do any video, you either do that, share it on YouTube, or maybe do it on Facebook, or maybe on the Discord. But once again, if you actually want to have traction for it, because you're a content creator, you want the ad revenue, or cut from the ad revenue, then obviously you are going to go for YouTube. Because otherwise you are not going to get any money out of it. So yeah. And they are obviously not going to change, because why the hell would they change? What they are doing currently is working out for them. They are in the strong position, not you. You are weak. You are actually not given a shit about, because if you get the fuck out of YouTube, somebody else is going to take your place. In your very case, it would be me. I would shamelessly take your place if you would just disappear suddenly. I would be that kind of asshole. Anyway, so even if it wouldn't be me, it would be someone else. Yeah, that is kind of depressing. All in all, complaining about YouTube, and especially to YouTube, that please get my livelihood back, googly on each-chan, is not going to work. It's a good way to get easy views, because weirdly enough, YouTube is pushing content that is targeted against itself, because apparently it's a fad now. And because of it, you can get easy views from it. Though keep in mind, if you're not going to do that same content for the foreseeable future, then you're not going to get long-term viewership and subscriptions for them. It's going to be a short-term thing. So what you can use this short-term influx is to build your goddamn community. So do that. That, or actually start doing a proper war against YouTube. Like, get into a coalition with other big YouTubers and start to, put away some money for an actual proper, what it's called, alternative. Maybe a different browser, though that's a very long order. Extremely long order. Okay, that is very unrealistic. Disregard what I just said. But yeah, get into a coalition, get big and preferably a very lot of mediocre YouTubers on your goddamn coalition. Maybe that would work. But once again, that's literal war. And to be perfectly honest, you fucked up your reconnaissance, you fucked up your data analysis. I don't think that's something that you should be doing. You are not fit for war. So let's go the easy route, build up your community. Or bend the knee and go brown nosing to YouTube. Provide the material they want you to be providing, the advertiser-friendly influencer bullshit that you hate. Swallow your pride and, to be technically honest, your balls as well. And I don't know, have a coming out video when you, I don't know, decide you are bisexual or something. Those would get a lot of views. Or do more YouTube drama. Actually, you are quite good at doing YouTube drama. Do more of those. Get more views. Literally. And very last thing. I'm a 12 subscriber fucker who is doing YouTube as a pastime, as a hobby, as basically to have something to do. Take everything that I just said with the amount of thought that has been to this day. Uh, fuck, English. Kifejt. Kizsákmányol. That has been exploited from that weird Polish mind that has a fucking cathedral built into it. I forgot the name. I've written it somewhere. I'm not going to search for it. Anywho, that was me. That was me rambling for an hour and 20 minutes. Nobody is going to watch this goddamn video, but if you do, especially you, Mr. Shadiversity, I recommend, by the way, checking it on twice the speed. I'm very rambly and yeah, do yourself a favor. Anywho, that was me, Zonios. Thank you for watching me, all two of you. I'm hoping to see you back in my den with whatever the hell content I'm going to create next time. It's probably going to be another TTRPG video. If not, who knows? Yeah, take care, goodbye.